Okay, the next candidate for South Carolina House number 37, I don't know if she's here, Donna Hicks. She is? Okay. Oh, there, I can see her.
Good evening. I'm glad to be here. My name is Donna Hicks, and I am a minority, and I own a minority business. I am a consultant for church growth and administration. I currently work at Westgate Free Will Baptist Church, and I enjoy doing that. I love the opportunity to be here to talk about minorities because I believe that's very important. And I absolutely bring a lot of experience to this area. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I have a 4-year experience with a church in my district, Monks Grove Baptist Church. I love that church dearly. I was there when their pastor died several years ago, Reverend Durham. We honored him. We put together a wonderful night of honor for him. And I put together a resolution from the House of Representatives, and I memorialized him in the state. And so his name is forever in the record in the state of House of Representatives. And we closed out one night in prayer for him. He was a huge leader in his community. And the First Lady, her name is Donna, like my name. We had a great connection. I cried over his casket. I worshiped with my friends. And now I have seen the Lord grow and bring a new minister to that church. And it's a wonderful church. A wonderful environment. When the Charleston 9 were murdered and that happened, I went down to Charleston immediately. I was a part of that. I called my friends. These are my friends. I called my friends and talked to them about it. I went to Anderson Mill Road Baptist Church, which is where my membership is, and where I attend when I'm not working at Westgate Free Will Baptist Church. And I prayed with Reverend Keith McDaniels, the pastor of Macedonia Baptist Church, because I realized what a huge responsibility he had on his shoulders as a leader in the African American community. And with what happened in Charleston was such a tragic event, and South Carolina had the potential at that part to split apart because of what happened in our community. But godly men like Keith McDaniels stood strong, and they helped hold our community together. And strong men and women in Charleston stood and held a community together. Senator Clemente Pinckney, what he did in his church, what he taught his church, will forever be remembered in this state because they forgave the man that murdered the members of their church. That changed the history of South Carolina, and I'm glad to be a part of that history. I love this state, and this state comes in all colors, all shapes, and all sizes, and there's room for everyone. And there's a blessing for everyone in this state. I believe, when we talk about small businesses, firmly believe, because I attended this past summer a community health initiative that talked about education and jobs are affected by our health. So we need healthy communities. And many times in our minority communities, we don't have health care like we should have. And the Inman area has a very low amount of help. We are underserved in that area. And so I have been working for about a year now with Regenesis and Dr. Hilton Perez, good friend of mine, and Isaac, who does community outreach over there. And we're working to bring Regenesis healthcare to the Inman area. And this Saturday, we're having a huge program like they had over at not Macedonia, Mount Moriah, this past Saturday. And we are doing a big health fair on this Saturday coming up so that we can show support for our community. We're going to have free eye care, free health assessments, free hearing. We have insurance companies showing up. We have the fire department showing up. People are going to put, if people want, they can get a free what do you call those little things? Smoke detector. Thank you. Whoever said that. Thank you, smoke detector. I could see it in my hand, but I couldn't tell you what it was. Sorry, smoke detector. Free smoke detectors. This is how we build community. The African American tradition is community, because at one point, that's all that community had, with each other. And it's time that that's part of the past. And I have spent, since I've been elected for 4 years, reaching in to every community in my community and working. That's important to me, and that's who I am. This is not a campaign speech or something that I've just done. This is something that I have proof of, something that I've been working on for 4 years, establishing relationship and loving all people. I think all people are important. All lives are precious. That's what I would always put on my Facebook. All lives are precious. All lives matter. Every life matters. So yes, I'm running for re-election, and I have done a lot of work. I've passed a lot of bills down there. I have signed on and co-sponsored many, many bills. Today I was over in Greenville, and I was at the signing. The governor was there for the ceremonial signing of the 20-week fetal pain capable bill. Thank you. I helped push that bill through. I worked very hard. I stood up in the well as a freshman, which freshmen usually don't do, but I stood up in the well as a freshman, and I fought for the life of the unborn. And so today, I got to see the fruits of that labor. And I thank Wendy Nanny, because she's the one that sponsored the bill, but my name was right after hers. I was the co-sponsor, and very proud of the work that we did on that. A lot more that I've done, and I'm not through. There's a lot more that I want to do, but I'm invested in my community. I love my community. I've proven that. And I want 2 more years. I'm asking for 2 more years for anybody that's in House District 37, 2 more years for me to continue doing some of the wonderful things that I've been able to do in the House of Representatives and make our community stronger. Stronger families make stronger communities. And I think that's very important that we understand that and we work with that in our communities. Thank you.